are a camp director. The picture you're at a Y, you're a camp director, and you only have a few minutes with a board member, and they're asking how the summer's going. What story or how should they talk to the board member about numbers? What do you view as like the appropriate way to share the story or share what's going on?
I would lead with enrollment and revenue. And when I talk about enrollment, it's not just camper numbers, it's camper weeks. We haven't talked about it in this session, but I am a big proponent of measuring everything by camper weeks, not by campers, because a 3 week camper is there for 3 weeks versus, two 1 week campers sounds better because it's two campers, but it's less time they're with you. So you need to lead with your enrollment and revenue. Are they where we expected it to be? You've got 5 minutes with this person. Talk about enrollment and revenue. Cover cash. We had X amount of cash on hand. The season looks like we're going to close at Y. And that means that they know you have a handle on the business side. Flag anything unexpected. We had a staffing issue that cost us Z. We've addressed it, and this is what we did. And we let them go, and it's saving us this. Or we let them go, and we had to bring someone in, and it's costing us a little bit extra. I would use the opportunity if they're open to it, close with an ask if there is one. And it doesn't have to be financial. You have 5 minutes to give this board member real confidence in your be specific and direct. Um, what they board members don't like is to be vague and give them vague reassurances. What they trust is a director who knows their numbers and isn't hiding anything. So be upfront, be direct, know your numbers. And I'm not telling you to know a million numbers. Know your enrollment, your campers and your camper weeks, know your revenue, and then know what's changing things and share those. And that can all be shared within 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's great to say. Yeah, I think you hit on a really great point. Like I think board members and stakeholders get frustrated when there's vagueness and that when they find clarity in someone's comments, they ultimately have more trust and confidence in you. So they're business owners as well. They're involved in many projects. They know that not every summer is going to have banner numbers. They know that the reality of payroll and cash flow. And so sharing that without getting too granular is what you're saying, right? And but being
Yep.
direct but not too granular is wonderful. I think that's a way to really breed confidence. And of course, make sure you're repeating to your exec what you're sharing, making sure people get in the loop, right? Because they have to manage the board as well. But that's so great to hear. So